At this time, I'd like to invite the CEO of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tourism Authority, Mr. Glenn Beach, to return to the stage to present the award for the SVG Tourism Authority Employee of the Year.
Good night, everyone. I know we're all eager to get back to the socializing, but just bear with us for one final award. While tonight is a lot for our stakeholders who have contributed to the industry, we also like to recognize the employees of the organizations who work so tirelessly to make things like this happen and to help our destination grow. Marlon Joseph was born on November 2nd, 1979, to mother Cynthia Joseph. He attended the Caliqua Primary School, where upon graduation he went on to the St. Vincent Boys Grammar School and subsequently the St. Vincent Community College. After graduating, Marlon began his professional career as a teacher at the Camden Park Secondary School and later moved on to journalism, working with several media houses such as Cross Country Radio and NBC Radio. He even had a stint as a radio talk show host with Star FM. On February 1st, 2011, Marlon began his stint with the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tourism Authority as a hospitality officer. Still in that role, Marlon interacts with a host of visitors from around the world with the aim of imparting meaningful knowledge and granting them an amazing visitor experience in an effort to sell the wonderful destination that is St. Vincent and the Grenadines. His love for his country can be felt during his interactions with his guests, allowing him to pass on his wealth of knowledge about the history and culture of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. His knowledge base is one rivaled only by the writers of our history books themselves. Marlon was given the opportunity to travel to Taiwan on assignment by the then Minister of Tourism, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Sabuta Caesar. It was no surprise that he was able to easily immerse himself in the rich culture of the Taiwanese and soak up a wealth of knowledge before his return to St. Vincent. This trip was so impactful that less than 2 years later, he forever immortalized this experience by naming his first and only daughter, Taiwan. She, along with his wonderful mother, are here tonight in support of the amazing man they call father and son. During his tenure at the St. Vincent Tourism Authority, while excellent in his role as hospitality officer, Marlon's love for the written word was not lost on any of his colleagues around him. Many of us are privy to his Facebook posts that include beautifully and skillfully written poems to his mother, loved ones, and the many Vincentians that impacted his life. His talent for writing is so impressive that in recent times he has been granted awards for his work in literature, inclusive of the 2022 Ellsworth Sheikh Keane Poetry Writing and the Professor H. Nigel Thomas in collaboration with the University of the West Indies Open Campus Fiction Writing Competitions. A role model in his community, Marlon is notably involved in several sporting activities. He can be spotted on any given weekend cheering on his fellow East St. George residents at a basketball or football game. His impact on the community, however, is not limited to sports and entertainment. During the recent eruption of the La Soufrière volcano, Marlon was nominated shelter manager in his constituency, being leader and motivator to the hundreds of displaced Vincentians that needed him. Testimonies of his amazing contribution during such a time of uncertainty can be heard across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Marlon brings a considered and thoughtful approach to his job, but equally a willingness to learn. Not one to be rushed, I have both interacted with and observed him working with peers and visitors. He takes the time to listen and understand. He is often a first stop for many coworkers who seek to engage in meaningful conversation about our industry and our country. When it is time to take initiative, he does so with gusto and determination, as seen by the ease at which his superiors would let him take control of the many familiarization tours his unit conducts. Marlon always sees the good side of people and encourages other staff members to do the same. He has been a motivator, a friend, a confidant, and an overall good person to those around him. I believe many would agree that this award was a long time coming, and it gives me great pleasure to announce the SVGT Employee of the Year, Hospitality Officer Marlon Joseph.
Following in Quincy's footstep,
You need to say something, right?
I'm really overwhelmed. I'm extremely grateful to attain this award. I mean, I do my job because I love it. I'm passionate about it. And I want to thank Whitney and others who surprised me this evening by inviting my mom and my daughter, two people who mean the world to me and who really inspire me to continue to work hard and be the best that I can be. So thank you so much to my peers at the SVG Tourism Authority, all the stakeholders with whom I work. I am extremely grateful. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time from Marlon Joseph. And by extension, I just wish to join in congratulating all the winners here this evening. And to those who didn't come out in winner's row, this is an indication for you to do better next year, to receive the great rewards as they're doing for 2022.